Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to Find XYZ. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. We are still on the road to WASSCE 2026. Let's solve this problem. A sector of area 427 centimeters square is cut out from a thin circular metal sheet of radius 17 centimeters. This was then folded with the straight edges coinciding to form a cone. Calculate, correct to three significant figures, the angle of the sector, the length of the arc of the same sector, the height of the right circular cone, and finally the volume of this cone. We have been given pi to be 3.142. Let's solve the problem. What is a sector? A sector is basically a part of a circle which is bounded by two radii and an arc. So it means that for us to get a sector, we need a circle. For us to draw a circle, we need our radius. And what is the radius? 17 centimeters. So let's draw our circle of radius 17 centimeters. Now this is our circle. We need to draw our radius. So this is the center. This is center O. So this is our radius. Since we are going to form a cone out of this sector, I want to represent this radius as big R because a cone also has a circular base. So let me do this as big R. Then I need another radius because a sector should be bounded by two radii. So you realize that an angle has been formed here. So when two lines meet, angle is formed. So this angle, let's label it as theta. Now what is the radius? The radius is 17 centimeters. Now the region here, this region, the area was given as 427 centimeters squared. Then this region is going to be folded to form a cone. So let's draw a cone. Now we'll call this the height. So you realize that from the question we say the straight edges. So this is the straight edges of the sector. They will coincide to form the cone. So it means that this R will be here, will be transferred here. Then the arc, let's say this point is A, this point is B. So arc AB will be the circular region, right? So take note of that. So this is our small r, that is the radius of the circular base. So this represents the circular metal sheet. This represents the cone that was created from where? The sector. So we have everything set up. Let's first find the angle of the sector. We're given the area of the sector, right? So the area of the sector was given as 427 centimeters squared. But how do we find area of a sector? A sector is part of a circle, right? So it means that we need part, which is the angle. When you move around the circle, the whole angle will be 360. And since we are talking about area, we have to multiply this by pi r squared. Now this pi r squared represents the total area, right, of the circle. Then this region will give us the part that we are looking for. So this part, which is the area of the sector, everything should give us 427. So let's substitute in our values. We are given pi to be 3.142 and we know the radius to be 17 centimeters. So we say theta 360 times 3.142 as pi times a radius of 17. Then we square the radius. This thing should give us 427. Then can simplify. So we have 17 squared will give us 289 is equal to 427. Then let's simplify everything. So 3.142 times 289 will give us 908.038. Everything should give us 427. Then we divide 908.038 by 360. So we have 2.5223. Theta is equal to 427. Then since we are looking for the angle, we divide. So we divide everything by 2.5223. On the right hand side, we do the same thing, 2.5223. And what is theta? What is the angle? So 427 divided by 2.5223 will give us 169.2899. But let's look at something. We were told to leave our answer in three significant figures. So it means that we have to write our final answer in three significant figures. So whenever we have a decimal point, everything becomes significant. So 1, 2, 3. Then we look at the next number after the 9, which is 2. Now the 2 is less than 5. So it means that we'll discard the whole of this and we are left with theta to be 169 degrees since theta is an angle. So this is the first part of the problem, which represents the angle of the sector. Now in the second part of the problem, we're tasked to find the length of the arc of this sector. Basically, since the sector is part of the circle, we have to consider part of the circumference, right? We have arc AB. And what is the arc? AB is also part, right? So now that we know the angle, we'll bring the angle here. So theta out of 360, which represents the whole circle, times, since this time we are looking for length, we can multiply it by pi r squared. We multiply it by 2 pi r. Then this 2 pi r represents the circumference. Then this part will give us the part that we are looking for. So part of the circumference, which represent the arc. So we substitute our values. What is theta? Now theta is 169.2899. We are using that value because we can't use the approximated value. So 169.2899 out of 360 times 2 times pi. What is the value of pi? 3.142 times the radius, which was given as 17 centimeters. Let's multiply the numerator. This will give us 18,053.932, everything divided by 360. Then finally we divide everything by 360 to arrive at 50.1498. But we are tasked to leave our answer in 3 significant figures. We have a decimal point, so everything becomes significant. So we have 1, 2, 3. Then we look at the next number. Is it 5 or more? No. So we have to discard the whole of this and write our final answer as 50.1 centimeters. This represents the length of the arc. Then to the third part of the problem, the height of the right circular cone. We know this length to be 17 centimeters. We don't know the height, we don't know the radius. For us to know the height, we first need to find the radius. But do you remember I told you that this arc that we folded to form this cone, the arc length will be the same as the circumference of the cone, because we'll fold this sector to form this cone. So it means that the circular base is the same as the length of the arc. We are going to use that principle to help us find the radius of the circular cone. Then once we are certain on the radius, we can use those two lengths to find the height of the cone. So let's do that. So we know that the length of the arc is the same as the circumference of the cone. So this represents the sector, this represents the cone. Now what is the length of an arc of the sector? That is theta out of 360, because sector is part of the circle. Since we are looking for length, we'll do this 2 pi r. Then what will be the circumference of the circular base of the cone? That will also be 2 pi r. Then watch this. This r, we realize that because we are using the sector, I'll change this r to big R. Do you remember? Let's preview that. You realize that I used capital R. Take note of that. So we divide both sides by 2 pi, since 2 pi is common. So this by 2 pi, this by 2 pi. Then 2 pi will divide 2 pi. The radius of the circular base is theta out of 360 times the radius of the sector, or the radius of the circle. So this will help us find the radius. Then what is the angle? So please, we are not going to use 169. That is an approximated value. We are going to use the original value, which is 169.2899 out of 360 times the radius of the circle, which is 17. And this will simplify to give us 7.9942. Now, because I want a better accuracy of these values, I always leave my answer in 4 decimal places. This will preserve the large amount of the number. So take note of that. That's what I'm using 4 decimal places. Now we know the radius, so it means that we can find the height of the cone. So watch this. This forms a right angled triangle. So it means that we can apply Pythagoras theorem, right? So we can say r squared plus a squared will give us r squared. So the reason why this is the longest side, because it is opposite to the 90-degree angle. So let's use that to find the height of the cone. So we can say h squared plus r squared will give us capital R squared. Then because we are looking for h squared, I can subtract r squared from both sides. So I have h squared being equal to capital R squared minus r squared. Then I'll take the square root of both sides. So I have our height being equal to the square root of r squared, which is capital R squared minus r squared. So we substitute our values. R, which is the radius of the circle, is 17. So we square it. And the radius of the cone is 7.9942. Then we also square that. Everything will give us 15.0031. But we were asked to always leave our answer in 3 significant figures. So 1, 2, 3. The next number is less than 5. So we'll throw all this part away. We are left with 15.0. This is 3 significant figures. Please, the 0 is significant because of the decimal point. Take note of that. Without the 0, it is 2 significant figures. Take note of that. Then the last part of this question, we were tasked to find the volume of the cone. Now a cone is basically 1/3 of a cylinder. So 1/3 of a cylinder. You have a cone and you want to fill the cylinder using the cone. You have to use 3 times of the cone to get the volume of the cylinder. And what is the volume of a cylinder? You realize that our cylinder will have a circular base, so that will give us pi r squared. And because it has a certain height, we'll multiply it by the height. Then since we are looking for a cone, we have to take 1/3 of the cylinder. So it means that the volume of any cone is 1/3 of a cylinder. Take note of that. So this is what we are going to use to find the volume of the cone. Now we know the radius of the cone and we know the height of the cone. So let's substitute that. So 1/3 times pi was given as 3.142. Then please, this r represent the radius of the cone. And what is the radius of the cone? We are going to use 7.9942 all squared times the height, which we know. Please, we are not going to use the approximated value. We are going to use this value, which is 15.0031. Then what will be the volume of this cone? So we have, this is 1004.1901. So our volume will be 1004 centimeters cubed. This represents the volume of the cone. That is all I have for you. If you found this helpful, kindly leave a comment, share this video to all your friends, tag at least 10 friends here to also come and watch this video, and I'll be back with another one. For now, I'm out.